Hello, everybody. Uh, this video was filmed an hour before the Game Awards, which were released 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, December 10th. So, this was filmed an hour before. So, I didn't see the Crash reveal, which I am assuming anyway. It's probably going to be someone else knowing Nintendo, but I'm going to go ahead and place my bets that Crash is going to get into Smash. But this main topic, the main focus of this video is my thoughts, hopes, and concerns for Scramble. Persona 5 Scramble. I'm going to call it Scramble because that's what I've known it as. For anyone who doesn't know, Persona 5 Scramble is the actual sequel to Persona 5 Royal in specific. I think it takes place half a year after the events of Persona 5. So, obviously, it is not turn-based combat like most Persona. It is more fast-paced, quick time, in-your-face sort of stuff. It's more akin to like Samurai Warriors. It's more akin to that sort of game. But there do raise a little bit of concerns. Now, I did see the trailer. I saw the English reveal trailer, so I at least know a little bit of what I'm getting into. But the first step, or the first thing I'm worried about, is the Persona Fusion system. In regular Persona 5 and 5 Royal and any other Persona game before it, Persona Fusion was a very important thing. And in a turn-based combat system like Persona, you could get away with it. I just hope that the Velvet Room, first of all, fuck the fusion alarms, those are annoying, I hope they don't return. But, here's something that is interesting. What I want in specific, first of all, is an Arsene Picaro, just because we have Picaros of Izanagi and Orpheus. So why not add an Arsene Picaro as a pre-order bonus or something? Probably not, considering that if you get a physical edition, you just get the game, the soundtrack, and a bunch of towels. Because that's what we want, towels, for the pre-order, for Persona, whatever. But I just hope that we at least get some brand new DLC Personas that... I hope they don't go the route that Royal did, and made one Persona absolutely game-breaking, one is good, and the other two are... Because let's be honest, you either you got the Persona 5 Royal DLC pack, Persona DLC pack, for either Raoul or Izanagi no Okami. You're probably not going to use Athena or the female Orpheus. Probably not. I just hope that the DLC Personas in Persona 5 return in Scramble with a few changes here and there, and the main change is give Messiah a reworked form of Armageddon. Make it colossal, make it just like a Gigantomachia, but better. Which I think is either Asterisk's unique skill, or just the colossal physical damage to all foes. But just rework Armageddon, give it to Messiah, and whatnot, and if we can't fuse Saturnile, give him Sinful Shell, please. And make it like the only spell that costs SP to hit not almighty, to hit colossal damage, like colossal almighty damage to one foe. Or make Saturnile DLC. I wouldn't mind if Saturnile were DLC. Another thing is that make the Persona Fusion at least a little less tedious, because in Persona 5 and 5 Royal, you had to, constantly make sure you get the right skills, and it's a little tedious, so trying to make it a little less tedious. Another thing that I am on the lookout for is how the social links are going to work. Like, how are those going to work? That's what also concerns me. And the big concern to me, for Scramble, I mean, the gameplay looks amazing. Fast-paced, I'll have to get used to it, but I probably could. But the main thing that worries me the most is, like, the bosses and all of that stuff. The main issue with that is that obviously it's more fast-paced. You don't really have time to slow down and think about what you're doing. You just kind of get in and go. So my concern is, first of all, trying to find a way to sufficiently defeat the bosses. Try to figure out if they add any new personas. I don't know, like some new personas as DLC or something. And even then, my biggest concern is trying to figure out how you can balance the turn-based combat of Persona 5 with a more faster, high-octane game like Samurai Warriors. Samurai Warriors, I've played Samurai Warriors 2 and 4 thanks to Zampact. So I've seen all those games, I've seen what they're about. They're very fast-paced. And I'm wondering if it's gonna be like Samurai Warriors, where you have to, where you have to fill up like a Musou gauge. I know I'm pronouncing that incorrectly, you can fucking fight me in the comments. You fill up like a gauge, and each little bar has its own little ability you could use. For example, let's say, I don't know, you have like a circle with like 5 bars around it, and you're using Arsene, like bar 1 could be, Aiga, and bar 2 could be Cleave, and whatnot. And if you're using something like Satsunayo or Izanagi no Okami, bar 1 could be Salvation, bar 2 could be Heat Riser, bar 3 could be Concentrate, bar 4 could be Debilitate or something, and bar 5 could be Myriad Truths. Or, if you're going to be able to have like a little mini list by pressing the touchpad or something that will allow you to perform a move. It's just the combat in Scramble is probably going to confuse me the most. I don't know if I'm going to be able to stream Scramble, because you could with Royal, but I'm not sure if you're going to be able to with Scramble. I also will say, I've only heard 2 songs from Scramble, and that's the Blooming Villain remake and the Rivers in the Desert remake. I haven't heard any other songs. I've heard there's a Last Surprise remix out there, but I'm not touching it. But other than that, though, it's just the combat really worries me about Scramble, considering that Persona, I'm used to turn-based, so it's going to be interesting, but I think they can pull it off. I know, if anything, that Atlas can do it, because Atlas has mastered the art of video game combat. I mean, Persona, Shin Megami Tensei, and fucking others. But another concern that I just want to quickly brush over about Scramble before I close, besides the combat, and the social links, is definitely going to be, like, the villain, like, and, progression in terms of Persona 5. Because, spoilers, for Persona 5 Royal, once you defeat the final new semester boss, the metaverse goes away for good. Again. So once you defeat him, the boss, the metaverse goes gone. So what's interesting is how you're going to be able, how they're going to like try to incorporate it. Maybe there'll be like a Data 13 for Kingdom Hearts where you can fight previous bosses and maybe fight him again, but they're stronger. That'd be kind of cool, now I'm thinking about it. Maybe they'll do that. I don't know how they'll incorporate the royal stuff that happened and the whole Akechi and Kasumi thing. If you played Royal's New Semester, you'll know why I put Kasumi in quotation marks. But other than that, though, those are just my big worries and thoughts. I am definitely looking forward to Scramble, and I have stuff to pre-order it. So So I'm definitely looking forward to Scramble. I'm going to be ready for it. I'm going to see if I can stream it. If not, then bummer. I'll probably find something else to do. But I just gotta wait until tomorrow to pre-order it, and then for February for it to come out. Or whenever it comes out. I don't know. But that's the whole plan. That's the whole plan with Scramble. And once again, like I said, I'm betting on Crash getting into Smash. It's a lot of people are talking about him. It's About Time just came out a while ago, so Crash has some pretty high hopes. Once again, I'm still hoping for Dante. He's probably never gonna get in. Sora's definitely not getting in because Disney of Japan said, "Fuck you, no." Yeah, it wasn't English. It wasn't America Disney. Yeah, but that. I'm also hoping for Ryu Hayabusa. He's probably not gonna get in. People probably wouldn't like him getting in, but I'd consider it. I'd like it. But it seems like Crash has the most clout right now, so I'm putting my bets on Crash. And if he does get in as a special treat, I'm going to go ahead and do something that you'd probably never expected to see from me. I'm going to continue The Witcher 3. If Crash gets in. If not, then I'll continue it at a later date, obviously. But if Crash gets in, then Saturday, expect The Witcher 3 stream. So, thank you all for tuning in to my thoughts on Scramble and who's going to get into Smash. Once again, a reminder, this was filmed an hour before the Game Awards, so I don't know. But when the DLC fighter does get released, and the trailer drops and whatnot, I will watch it, and then film my reaction on it. Until then, see you all next time. Peace, and enjoy the Game Awards.